Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow. Ask me how we got here, 'cause you don't know how. You say we're taking on water, yeah, we're sinking now. You're looking all concerned, like we're gonna drown. But we both know how to swim, no worries, let's feel for now. Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow. I drag you out your mind, and there are days I hate you, but baby, you're still mine. And we have the best times, no matter what we do. And even when we don't, there's nobody I'd rather choose. Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Slow, where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me.
Somehow I woke up out in Beverly, fucked up, smelling like that bourbon. And I end up alone, I'm not certain. Yeah, the girls impolite in the club every night. That's how it goes when you Hollywood perfect. Hollywood perfect. That's how it goes when you Hollywood perfect. Ain't got no place to call my own. Feels like I'm better off alone. So sad inside and hopeless. These Hollywood hoes never notice. Can't get back on. You're gone, girl, I miss you. Can't get back on. You're gone, girl, I miss you. Somehow I woke up out in Beverly, fucked up, smelling like that bourbon. And I end up alone, I'm not certain. Yeah, the girls impolite in the club every night. That's how it goes when you Hollywood perfect. Hollywood perfect. That's how it goes when you Hollywood perfect. Somehow I woke up up smelling like that bourbon. How'd I end up alone? I'm not certain. The girls impolite in the club every night. Somehow I woke up out in Beverly, fucked up, smelling like that bourbon. How'd I end up alone? I'm not certain. The girls impolite in the club every night. That's how it goes when you're Hollywood perfect. Perfect.
I know tomorrow isn't promised. I know change could come upon us anytime, anyway, and nothing stays the same. But I have got a secret, one I'm gonna keep. It's something that I got, I'll always have deep inside my heart, where nobody can touch us, nobody can rush us, where we don't belong. And we will laugh at time, these hearts will still align. No ocean could ever keep me from you. No one could ever keep me from you. So don't say another word now. We won't have to feel the hurt now, 'cause we're here. Yeah, we made it somewhere we belong. And this can be our secret, what we're gonna keep. It's something that we got, we'll always have.
3, 2, 1, go!
To BW Esports, it is week number, I think, 3 of GLEC. I could be wrong about that, but today we've got a matchup, or no, it's week 4 of GLEC. Today we've got a matchup for you. It's going to be BW taking on Spring Arbor. Now, this is one of the matchups that we look to as it's a very important matchup for us to win. Obviously, every match for us to win is very important, but getting these not only cross-divisional wins, but also these Penn taking the first stock, by the way. Yari, he's crazy with it. He's on Game & Watch into Bowser. Wowzer's a big combo character into a big body. I wonder what's going to happen. He's just going to get juggled. But yeah, so we looked at this matchup coming into this game and knew that this was going to be a very important matchup for us to win. It's one of those games where you look at it and you're like, hey, this is a team that we can very easily take. We want to field a lot of our players, make sure we get good experience, but also we want to take this very convincingly. And right now, that is what it's looked like. Obviously, Yari on the Game & Watch going into Spring Arbor's starter, a Bowser. And this, I'm going to be honest, with Super Heavies, this is kind of, generally speaking, the gameplay that you can expect from Game & Watch. Super Heavies are... Yari taking the second stock there. Super Heavies are usually incredibly big bodies, which means that for a character like Game & Watch that is so combo heavy, got scared there for a second, he can just kind of get away with throwing his moves out because, especially a character like Bowser, he has big hitboxes and his disjoints are good, but he doesn't have a lot of good options to break disadvantage. He's kind of, if he gets put into a combo, he gets out, and the only real reason that he gets down onto the ground is someone dropping the combo. Yari there getting command grabbed and just nade on, losing his first stock here against this Bowser. And really, this game, I'm expecting Yari to clean this up very, without a lot of resistance, without a lot of pushback. It's a Bowser who, to their own regard, can be good, but yeah, that's just kind of what you expect. Yari taking the first three stocks, only losing one of his own, and hopefully setting the tone for this game that it is just going to be a relatively constant, just BW wins out. Hey everybody, it's me. I'm wearing a Guards jersey because let's go, baby. We took the division. I think technically. I think we still have the head-to-head over Detroit, but don't quote me on that. But also we're going into the Rangers, and Detroit's going into Boston. So let's go, baby. We probably have the division. Let's go. But yeah, Yari taking those first three stocks very efficiently, very cleanly. No real extra fanfare that we need to add. No extra, oh, will they, won't they? It's just kind of they did. And that's cool. And now we're going to be moving on to whatever Spring Arbor has to send in next. I guess we'll see what happens, see where we go and see what gets picked. And obviously, again, Yari, one of the stars of this team, one of the not only cornerstone players in a sense of, what do you call it? How much he's been able to do, but also very good in a sense of just his overall gameplay. He's a very proficient player, not only in just these matchups, but also in general. He's a very good player. He's got a lot of good stuff that he can do. So I'm expecting a lot of great stuff out of him, as tends to be the case. I expect a lot out of not only my fellow people here at BW, but also my friends. I like to hold them to a high standard. I like to, hold them to a very, they can pull their weight, they can do good. So I want to see that happen. And last week we saw a lot of great weight getting pulled by some of the players who are more situational, the people that we throw in and out. But some of our main hitters, I'm going to keep it honest, and I think they would agree with me, a little bit of an underperformance. Fortune, obviously, a massive problem for the team, being able to not only clear out Penn's full 3 on his sole 1, but also being able to take the amount that he was in the mid game. Very, very problematic. But it is something where, as a team, they discussed what went wrong, and they discussed the adaptation. And now they know what they need to do moving forward, and they are going to do it. As we wait here for whatever the character selection coming in from Spring Arbor is going to be, we will see what is going to come up. And while I've got this downtime, I don't have this downtime anymore because we're getting into the match. It's going to be Yari playing into a Sonic. Now, I find this very funny, namely because it's going to be playing into Gibbon. Obviously, famously, Goomba has a Sonic, and Goomba, he plays a very good Sonic. It's not the best in the world, but one of the people that he has a lot of close connections with is arguably one of the best Sonics in the world, Wrath. And it's somebody that Goomba has had the experience not only playing against, playing with, but also working with. So he really, has a lot of that experience playing a very patient, a very systematic Sonic, if you want to call it that. So Yari, obviously every character plays a little bit different, but should be able to really figure out what this Sonic is going to go for and be able to take it as the Sonic SDs. And I mean, we take those. And yeah, Yari still sitting at only 14%. I think only getting hit by one stray spin dash. And he's just able to continue to clean house. Keeping that Sonic in the blender, keeping him in this just absolute massacre, and trying to go for the back air, will not quite connect, gets hit by the double up air, but is able to break it. Now back onto the ground, Sonic able to make a move, able to get 2 out, sending both them off stage, but again, not fast enough. And Yari playing a very ballsy game plan, going over the F smash, able to get the punish and not quite take the stock, but still able to pile on more percent. F smash maybe going in the wrong way or maybe wanted something else, but either way, we are reset back to this neutral. Even stocks in the game, but not even stocks in the set. BW still having that 3 stock lead, and I think it's going to be extended to the 4. Yes, it will be off of that down air. Yari looking to make it 5. And just keeping big composure. That down air could be lethal, but Yari's not falling for it. He's keeping the system clean. And now trying to play that edge game around Sonic. Obviously was going for those down smashes before, really trying to catch Sonic on a roll in, catch him just on maybe not mashing inputs, but going for something. Will hit the down smash, but not gonna get the output that he wanted. It is only gonna send out, and it is gonna send him back to the edge. Yari going across the stage. Jason pulls out the metal chair, maybe going for a deep edge guard. Will think otherwise, and it is just gonna be the down smash into the metal chair. Yari taking a 5 stock lead here for BW. And he's just rolling house, man. He knows what he wants. He knows what's good, and he is just going to keep it rolling. And now, if you're Spring Arbor, you got to look at what else you have left in the back. Now, you need a major overperformance from one of your players. You're down 6 stocks to 11. BW has had to use 1 player. They've lost 1 stock, and that was to your Bowser. Your Sonic, a admittedly much higher tiered character, but still requiring maybe a little bit more to get stocks taken, was unable to take anything. Barely got Yari above 100, if even. So, as we look at what's next, you know, we really got to ask ourselves, hey, what are we really going to be able to pull up? You know, what is Spring Arbor really going to be able to pull in? How are they really going to be able to, you know, bring this back after a very massive deficit? And we shall see what the selection is for the character, what the stage selection is, and everything that really could come through. Yeah. And I would have more to say, but in all honesty, I don't. This has been a very good game for BW so far. Obviously, only had to show Yari taking those 6 stocks, losing his 1. And as far as around the horn BW, especially BW Smash announcements go, honestly, nothing really much to say. We have Stinger Smackdown, but that's not going to be for a week. And as of being fed information by my production team, it is going to be a NACE stepping into the ring, taking on Yari. And this is a character that, admittedly, I don't think Yari. Well, actually, I don't know what Colorado is like. I don't know what their scene is like. At least in Neo, I know he will have had limited experience with NACE. We had one. His name is Rave. He is unfortunately in Cincinnati, so he does not attend up here anymore, at least not as much as he could. Or not Cincinnati, Miami. I misspoke. But yeah, so we'll have to see how much does he know about that matchup, and also the question is, how much does that really matter? Is Game & Watch just able to kind of do his thing into NES? And right now, it's kind of looking like it. Early 40% onto the NES. NES able to get the Nair in to get a little bit, just to kind of get off me to him. But Yari, he's able to pile up more of that percent with those up airs. And he's been very good with those, really trying to go for these down smashes. We know what he wants to get. Trying to catch Inferno on the step up, but will not. We'll get the back air instead, and it sends Inferno very far off, and it's the deep edge guard. Yari so confident going for those, and it will get him the first stock. Obviously now sitting at 50%, able to bucket the first of the PK fire. Keep things chilling right now. Yeah, gets hit by a little bit, able to fill up more of the bucket. I don't think quite has it full, but it could be a very lethal projectile if it comes to it. Now back into this neutral state, Yari wanted to figure out when he can make that first move, when he can really get things rolling. Because because he was able to take that first stock with proficiency, but now sitting at that 95, almost 100 on the second stock. This is a much faster percentage gain than against the Sonic, and it could lead to NACE maybe getting a little bit, but it is going to be the oil panic. Does some decent damage, but not quite enough to kill, and Yari will actually assist him back onto the stage. What a kind gentleman. And is able to get him back off, going for that deep edge guard. Goes for the Nair instead, sending Inferno up and out. It's going to be the back air as well. Yari just on an absolute tear, putting Inferno down to his last stock. The down smash is going to be able to connect, but no strong hits. And it will allow Yari to stay on this stock. As Inferno, again, sitting on his last. This is not... Unfortunately, this is not... Well, fortunately if you're a BW fan, unfortunately if you're rooting for Spring Arbor, this is not the position that you want to be in. Again, only 4 stocks left for your team, while BW still has 11. Potentially 10 by the end of this, but with the way it's looking right now, it might not even get to that point. Yari going so deep. And is going to get punished by the NACE Fair, but he's going to be able to keep the movement, keep the fancy footwork rolling, allow the aerial combat to continue. And now 114 going for something massive. A stage spike that gets tacked, but is going to be sent back out with the, I don't believe that was the get up attack. The recovery from NACE, able to get him back onto the stage, but Yari sending him right back off and going for this again and again and again. Not getting punished for it, so he's going to keep moving for it, but that down air into the up air will take his second stock. Now in a little bit of a NACE combo, able to get out of there, able to move things back to a neutral position. And the bombs were able to do some work, sends NACE back off stage, and making us think that he wants to go for something big. It is going to be the down smash, just sending straight out. Yari now taking 9 stocks off of this Spring Arbor team. Only 1 player left for Spring Arbor. Whoever they're going to send, they're looking at having to take 10 if Spring Arbor wants to take this first game. And let me tell you, that is a feat. That is a feat right there. I understand that Yari has done that, or has almost done that, but still, it is impressive when a team pulls something like this off, one way or the other. Bringing it back, I think, is more impressive just because of the pressure, but that's more me than anything. But, yeah, very impressive stuff coming out of the BW camp right now. And as we're looking, at what is to come, the real question is, what fight can Spring Arbor put up? Who can they throw into the ring that's really able to try to bring this back? Because at this point, their players so far have not been able to put much of a fight up. And as goes for BW, looking towards that next round, because to be honest, that's kind of where your eyes are drifting. You want to go for the same? Or do you want to try to give some more people some experience? We've had some players who have gotten, thrown in and out here and there, and obviously that differential will matter, but we'll see what happens. It is going to be the anchor of Palutena coming in. And now, all I got to say is, in all honesty, Palutena, pretty good character, has a place in the meta for a reason. But at this point, honestly, when you're staring down Yari at the pace that he is moving, at the pressure that he is able to apply, I don't know how much you're really going to be able to do into him. Yes, you take the 1 stock. You still got 3 other full people you got to worry about. You got 3 full characters, 9 more stocks after that 1 off of Yari. And even taking that has shown a lot of problems. So we got to see what's up. We got to see who they're going to choose to throw out. And, well, we got to see what the Palutena is going to choose to throw out. And we shall see what that is going to be once we get loaded up in here for what could be the final game of this first set, a 4-game sweep. Could be very, very, pivotal coming in. And obviously, as you're looking forward, when you look at the whole of the series, if BW were to get this early 1-0 lead, look towards the next. Now Spring Arbor has to pull back 2 games. And if BW decides to get a little silly with it, maybe they drop the second. You still have Yari. You can throw him back in. He can clean house. You can throw him as the anchor for the second game. See what happens. It's looking very good for the side of BW for what they have shown so far. So we'll have to see what is coming up as we wait to get loaded into this game. Well, as we get loaded into this game, I love speaking things into existence. It's my favorite. But yeah, Frosty, that one stock left is going to be facing down the 10 of BW. And if you're in, well, it is, not an enviable position to be what Frosty's in right now. Both these players looking for something. The neutral be able to come out for the side of Frosty. And so far, the play, it's been a little bit slow. Able to get that early 30 onto Yari Yari, avoiding the up smash, knowing that it'll hit a little bit below, allowing himself to get up. Gets that little bit of a percentage in, but nothing quite yet. And Frosty now playing around these recoveries incredibly well. Once getting that advantage state, was able to hold it for a good minute. And now Yari Yari forced into the offensive, but this is one of the places where he feels comfortable. If he can get in with a couple of good aerials, send Frosty up, he is sitting pretty. It is going to be that first bomb coming out. Looks for the counter, able to get it. Gets the nair off the conversion. Down smash into the F smash. It's going to be the sweet spot. Able to take the first off of Frosty. Gives his team a very good look going into this. And if he really wants, he could look to close this entire thing out. Is going to be the F smash from Palu, sending him back off stage. And these explosive flames going to be getting a little bit, but nothing. No connections quite yet. A lot of good zoning, but nothing to be found. The counter will come out. Not going to force much. Again, Yari Yari comfortable with playing this slow. Obviously, doesn't have the stock or the percent lead, but will not complain if he has to play this a little bit slow. Gonna get the down smash out to punish onto Frosty. Unable to get the next off of the roll. Moving maybe a little bit too fast. The explosive flame could have been something, but not quite far enough, and it allows Yari Yari to get really back into this. Dash attack going to be able to connect. Pulls the bucket out for a little bit of movement options. Looking for Palu to really do something, but that, I don't know what that SDU was, but it's going to bring Palu down to her last stock. Frosty, last position to really make things rolling, and Yari Yari obviously sitting well within kill percent. That down throw could have been an up air convert, but it won't, and it'll allow Yari Yari to get back in. 2 more hits of the nair, 4 more hits of the nair, another 4 of the nair. Ooh, almost had something with that down smash, but not quite gonna connect. Bomb is gonna send out, gets Frosty back up. Not gonna be the pounce, but Yari Yari, he's looking for it. And the down air will take it. Almost having a 12 stock on our hands, but Yari Yari, he brought him so far. Brought that BW team really to the end, but now, oh man, BW's got to use a second player on this game. Whatever shall they do? But no, an incredible performance from Yari Yari starting that off. Taking, what was that, 11, losing 3. That's a crazy good KD. That's a crazy good ratio. So, we'll see what happens. We'll have to continue on and see who exactly is BW going to choose to send in to close out this one stock. Yeah. My production just told me it's Gay Rat on Little Mac. I'm not surprised at all. Yeah. But no, this will be a good cleanup. I expect a very short and sweet. Keep things simple. And then we move on to game number 2 of the set. And we'll see, hey, is Yari Yari going to pull a sweep out, or are things going to get potentially changed up? Is things going to get a little silly with it? Are we going to get a little silly with it? I don't know, and I, unfortunately, cannot give you that answer because I'm not in that room. I'm not talking to those players. And if I was in there, I'd be like the Green Goblin mask. I'm whispering for them to just do some silly stuff, pull some weird characters, pull some nonsense, see what happens. Yeah. But yeah, we shall see. And yes, Frosty's going to have to take the first 2 stocks off. It's going to leave Gay Rat 3 stocks up to 1 against this Palu. And yeah, we shall see. Should be a very good match. Taunts are in, game is alive, and Gay Rat trying maybe a little bit of an aerial approach. Not quite going to connect it, but the up tilts getting big damage. Almost 40%. Trying for a 1-2. Will get it. The first one not quite connecting. Trying to get a smash attack. Blasting just beyond the counter. Not quite going to find it. And the full charge on the F smash to get that kill is quite a choice. But it will work. BW takes game number 1 of this matchup between them and Spring Arbor. And as being told by production, we're going to cut to a short break. And as we're back, it's going to be game number 2. BW with the lead against Spring Arbor. Stay tuned. Alrighty, and we're back. Game number 2 of the matchup, and it is going to be Gogoro-san stepping into the ring up against K-Rool. Now, I've running bit with one of our staff here at BW. It doesn't matter what percent you get K-Rool at; he's always at 30. It doesn't matter how high in percents he is; he's 30%. So right now, well, once he gets over 100, he's at 30%. But right now, these very low percents, allowing him to do a lot of big damage into Gogoro-san, really not getting anything started, and is going to be the first stock taken from Spring Arbor.
Actually, yeah, that I do a lot, actually. Maybe my Spanish teacher probably.
Now again, Gogoro-san with the Arsene out, looking to get some sort of conversion, looking to get a stock started. Unfortunately, the side B not quite going to connect, and neither will the counter. But again, still trying to put up the fight. Gets the reflect onto the cannonball, goes for an aerial connection, but that back air going to be enough, and so will the down. Gogoro sitting on their last stock, looking to get just one started against this K-Rool. Again, a change up from last. We saw the Bowser come out, but going into the K-Rool, it's a very different beast. And now, we see K-Rool here sitting at 30%. So Gogoro-san maybe can start getting something rolling. We'll get the flip over. Back off stage is K-Rool. Lost his crown, so one of his big zoning abilities. Well, it's back on the stage. And that cannonball coming back out. The reflector on the crown will not get anything. But the side B will put K-Rool maybe a little bit more percent. Now off stage, still at that 30. Trying to go for the dare connection. Will not get killed quite by the up air, but it is going to be the down smash into the up tilt. Will get hit by the Rebels guard, but the down smash will confirm. Gogoro-san unable to take any as Spring Arbor starts off with a 3 stock. And now they've got to look towards what exactly is the adaptation. How is BW going to aim to change what they did in the last? Obviously, different person, but it is still K-Rool. K-Rool is a very, very weird character that you have to play around. And, if these players are good, they'll know how to play around it. But the task is not only knowing, but also doing. And that is the issue. Yes, we're going to be sending in Super Mario on that Super Mario. And he's shown great proficiency, especially against it.
Me?
Especially at punching above his weight, gets very good results going into matchups, and has felt very confident against a lot of the K-Rools that we've gone against. So I'm not surprised by this choice at all. Definitely somebody who maybe as soon as the K-Rool pop was seen was start tugging at Goomba and Yari Yari, being like, send me in, let me do my thing, let me hit him with the Super Mario, let me do my thing. Which I can't blame him. Kid knows what he wants to do, knows how to do it, is able to get very, very good, what do you call it? Able to get very good results with it. So we shall see what happens as we wait for us to get loaded in, stages to get selected, and things to start rolling. Yeah. Yeah, we shall wait and see as the stages get selected, and hopefully we get loaded in. And it looks like we are going to be cutting to a little bit of a break in this midsection, well, mid-match, but don't go anywhere. The action will continue soon. Welcome back. We are back in it and we are live. And again, Super Mario stepping in up against the K Rool of Spring Arbor. And, you know, Super Mario, he's shown proficiency in this matchup. Our recent NACE matches have shown him just be able to do great things into super heavies, especially K Rool. But, you know, now we need to see it once again. Both characters low percent. Super Mario sitting at that 60, able to get the K Rool up there now, you know, a little bit higher. But now he's at over 100%, and that is going to kill off the top. It is going to be Super Mario able to strike first, only sitting at 60% now. But K Rool able to get the dig, able to get the up tilt now. Cannonball does damage. Super Mario just walking back, understands the win con at this point, and is able to get something started. A back throw will get in, but that back air able to convert, contend, and put some pressure up. Super Mario trying to get more done. DI will save him at the end, and K Rool looking for a lucky break, but will not find it. He gets the reflector onto the cannonball, but unfortunately, it's that aerial combat from K Rool that will put him down a stock. Now looking for a little bit more, trying to find something. Mario getting good hits in, but not able to find grabs quite yet. And it will be that F smash coming out, able to put a little bit more pressure. Mario evading around a lot of the K Rool options, not letting him get stuff in, but it will be that back air, able to really confirm stuff. It's going to be Mario resets it, gets buried. F smash not quite able to connect. Super Mario, he will get put off stage. Fireball coming in. Whoa, what could have been very problematic will actually turn into a stock for the side of BW with Super Mario. And now really looking for something to start things going. Will be a little bit of a combo, unable to finish it. K Rool will be able to break out, and Mario will get hit by that crown. It's a lot of these combo starters not quite going to connect. These down smashes from the K Rool, he's just really trying to get his confirm out. Will not find it. Fair from Super Mario. It's just a little shy every time, expecting him to be somewhere that he is just not. And the back air could have been lethal, but throw will actually put him back into shield, and it actually will convert Super Mario now onto his last stock. So is that K Rool. Able to get the back air out. K Rool now sitting at that 30%. The down air to get a lot of damage, gets a little more, sends him up. Unable to find any of the standard Mario kill moves, but crown still on stage. No real converts to be found quite yet. The fireball will connect, so will another move, but Super Mario out of a jump, and he will actually fall there. Able to get two off of the K Rool, not able to quite find the third, and now BW at a bit of a deficit. They need to start pulling some stuff back. They might need to send back in their heavy hitters, you know, get Yari Yari back out on the field, get the Game & Watch rolling, you know, get things moving and grooving, because the last two attempts have unfortunately not been the best. But we shall see. We'll look at what exactly is going to get pulled up, and we will look to see what is going to happen coming forward. As we'll be waiting on a selection from the BW side as to who they will be sending in. And it is going to be Goomba. Got a lot of options to come in on, so I'm a little, not necessarily scared, but unsure of what exactly we can expect from this goofy guy and his many antics. But I guess we will just have to wait and see what exactly is going to get pulled. It is going to be Goomba coming in on the Sonic. Not super surprised, I'm not going to lie, but hey, good to see it coming out. Good to see it still getting legs. Good to see it still getting that playtime that we like to see. We're going to be loading straight in. Goomba facing off against the King K Rool. He will have to take his first 2 stocks off of himself, and then it is go time. And we're going to get right into it. Goomba playing the Sonic game plan and playing it to a T. It's play slow, play that little bit of openings that you're able to get. And actually, when you get them, you can explode, but as soon as you lose it, hey, you're up 2 stocks. You know the vibes. Play things slow, keep it rolling. Actually, playing this a little bit more aggressive. K-Rool up top. Something could have been a punish there, but it will not be ripped out, and it will be the spin dash into the fair. Allows Goomba that movement space, able to get the grab, get the throw. And a little bit of burst options from that K-Rool allow for some response back as far as percent goes, but again, sitting so far ahead. Spin dash able to clank with the cannonball, but not quite able to confirm. And now both characters, Goomba sitting just shy of that 70, now actually sitting closer to that 85 mark, will be able to return to the stage. That will not get punished. Allows him to get a little bit more percent onto that K-Rool, and will actually get the F smash. It's the Ha coming out and taking the K-Rool's last stock without Goomba losing any. So now, whenever Spring Arbor chooses to throw in, it's just going to be a raw 3v3. There is not going to be much fanfare as far as the start of the match goes. It is just going to be we get into it and we roll. And that is exactly what it's looking like. As we wait for the next selection of Spring Arbor, we know kind of what they have in the back pocket if characters don't change around like they have been the past few times, but we shall wait and see, because whatever they choose to throw out will be what Goomba has to contend with. As we're waiting for that selection to come in, looking around the horn at BW, things looking all right. Looking all right for the rest of the teams. Obviously, Smash in a little bit of a rut. Having lost their last 2, they were able to win that opener against Valpo, but the matchups into both. Well, this is a change up for sure. Gibbon going to be stepping in on the DK. The Sonic from last round will be changing it up and will be playing the big guy himself. So we will have to see how this all pans out and what exactly they choose to do. And as we're waiting for that load in, we're waiting for all that to come to fruition and looking to see exactly what is all going to come out of the BW side stepping in to this ring. Yeah. I was saying, as we wait here again, Smash doing all right. Looking around the horn, COD getting their bearings back in, moving back into their form. Overwatch sitting very pretty in their division. And yeah, everybody looking very good so far. So it's looking like a very good year for BW. And hoping that that continues. Hoping that that pressure is able to stay on and that BW is able to perform forward. As we will be getting into it, it will be FD. Donkey Kong going into Sonic. Will be a very interesting matchup for sure. It's just a raw 3v3. We get in and we go. Goomba able to strike first, getting 25% onto DK. Able to get a little bit more, but now he does not need to engage. He can just choose to stave it off. He is up in percent, and he is choosing to play it a little bit slow, but DK able to get in, able to get some good start given. Able to start it rolling. Now again, Goomba looking for at least trades. Now down in percent, actually. Massively down in percent. Almost looking at close to 20%. And will get up smashed. First stock coming off the Sonic of BW. We'll get the grab. We'll get a little bit of a pummel into a throw. Get some good percent. But now DK, he knows what's up. He knows that he has the percent and the stock lead. He does not need to engage, and for the time being, will choose not to. That down B able to get a little bit of damage in. Allows Goomba to actually reset a little bit and get into it. 130. That fair will be able to convert. Goomba taking the first stock off of Gibbon, making it now a 2-stock game. Obviously, Goomba still down in percent. Does need to get a little bit more if he wishes to wait this out. Will be a little bit of homing attack. That allows him to really start. DK, notably not really going for this giant punch. Choosing to play solely off of normals, not looking for anything in the special category as far as, you know, that goes. Obviously, down B getting ripped pretty regularly, but the lingering threat of a very big punch on rip has not been applied yet, and now Goomba goes down in percent, but is instantly able to bring it back, and is able to get another fair. DK, it's in a weird place, will be able to get the up B to get a little bit more percent, but it allows for a reset. And now Goomba got a little bit more. Able to get the F smash out, sends Gibbon back off stage, and the fair will be able to convert into another F smash that takes it. And now Goomba, he's up a stock. He knows the vibes. He's able to play this slow. 4.5 minutes left on that clock, and Goomba does not need to engage. Obviously, FD, nope. Plat's nowhere to really run, nowhere to really hide, but you have the movement of Sonic, and when you play it the way that Goomba does, you don't really need places to run, places to hide. You can make you can make whatever you are given work, and you will get that second fair. It sends DK far out. Back air will also pile on damage. Goomba, though, giving up that stage control, maybe causing a bit of problems. That up smash not quite going to connect. Will allow him to get out, and the footstool to close it. Oh my god, this guy. You look in the eyes of this man and tell me you see a good man. I will contest you on that. But if it works, it works, and it's now equalized the player counts. Obviously, stock still a little bit lopsided with Spring Arbor having that lead, but bringing it back to within 1 and bringing it onto the same player, very good sights to see. And it is what we need moving forward. Now, obviously, we are waiting on obviously now we're waiting on whatever Spring Arbor chooses to, pull up and what exactly they're looking towards. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see what Spring Arbor decides to pull. Obviously, some of these players have in secondaries that they decide to pick out. Gibbon obviously was the Sonic, choosing to go with the DK. We've yet to see Inferno and Frosty, and we've yet to see exactly how they want to play those in. But again, BW, they've got that one in the back pocket after Goomba. But Goomba already looking very good, able to do very good damage with what he's done so far. And now just looking to really close things out with against whatever Spring Arbor decides to really throw his way. As we sit here in wait, in prep for what exactly they decide to pull. It's a section of just we shall see. It'll be I think something that we were prepped for, but something that was a little bit of an unknown. It'll be a Yoshi stepping out onto the stage. Now we'll be looking towards to see exactly how is this Yoshi going to play into the Sonic. How are these two characters going to clash? And what will the outcome look like? Be a very good matchup for sure. Goomba looking to bring BW back into the front.
3, 2, 1, go!
Sonic speed.
It will now be the start of that matchup. Zuther, he knows that he's in the stock lead, so he doesn't have to play this super fast. And it looks like he is going to be playing a very slow, campy style of Yoshi. Something that I think in this region maybe we're a little bit unaccustomed to. We have a lot of Yoshis who like to, you know, run it down and get things rolling. But Goomba now going to have to find his striking ability here and there when he finds those openings. And he will be able to get a good starter percent. Zuther sitting at around that 60% mark. Goomba still sitting closer to 50. Able to actually get him even higher now, sitting around 90. Looking for a fair. Will not quite connect. But he will be able to get a little bit more to start this, you know, well, not necessarily start this comeback, but continue it with the way that things have looked. He's been able to do a lot so far. He ain't looking to stop anytime soon. Another one of the grab into the forward throw. 140%. Ooh, that F smash not quite far enough, but will actually get converted, sent back off stage. Looking for a punish. With Zuther sitting so high, that up smash, or that up air, could have been very pivotal, but Zuther's own up smash will actually be enough to do big damage. Force Goomba into an offstage position, but that back throw, give him the option, he will take it. Stocks equalized. Now Goomba, he's got to play this slow, at least from the start. He'll be able to get a little bit more in. Gets a bear. Now really trying for something. Gets the back throw out. Things looking good. Now looking for a little bit more. That 160, that 60% now. Going to be a little bit more. Able to get him up to that 75 mark. F smash not quite going to be able to come out. The back air is able to beat it in terms of the range game. Now Goomba looking for more. Gets that roll into the fair. Nair going to be able to come out. Not going to be quite in range of those F smash. You know, he's like to rip them, but it's not quite going to connect. Now Yoshi looking for his confirm. It's going to be the back throw from Sonic. Able to get him off stage. Fair, not quite going to be enough, but the Nair actually going to be active enough to get him back in. Fair does good damage, and that down smash going to convert it. Zuther onto his last stock. Goomba able to get good damage, good percent. And able to really continue where things are. The spike from the Yoshi could have been detrimental, but we'll send back on stage. Allows a reset. Allows for Goomba to continue this impressive run back of stocks. Didn't quite sell it, but that dash attack in the corner, very risky business. Obviously still has the stock to play with, but not the type of thing you want to be betting your whole life on. And it will be the conversion from the Yoshi. Puts Goomba down to his last stock, but we're already sitting very pretty here. Will be that F smash, not quite enough to convert. Going for the fair, not quite going to be able to find it. Back throw will send him back off stage. Again, throwing that fair out, but it will be the ha. That makes the kill counter move up. And it puts Spring Arbor onto their last player after getting an impressive player and a half lead, you know. Goomba just able to slowly whittle it down and whittle it away, and now sitting at the end, bringing it very close to the end, but again, almost bringing it down. And now It is going to be on Spring Arbor. I would expect something, but I'm not entirely sure because, again, 2 of these names have not been pulled yet. So, unsure exactly what their closer is going to be, who they're going to send in to really try to bring it out. It'll be Inferno, but with a character swap, going over to Marth here instead of the Ness. Going for that sortie, trying to potentially outrange Goomba, but while it can be done, takes a lot of skill. It takes a lot of finesse to really get it done correctly. So we will see if Inferno is able to pull that off or if it will be a Goomba sweep. But that will be decided once we load into this final, what could potentially be the final round of this match. And we're going to be getting straight into it. Again, Goomba on his last stock. Inferno, a full 3 to play with. And away we go. Goomba able to get the first dealing of percent and is able to get a little bit more. The carry up that he's looking for, not quite able to pull it out. He'll get hit by that sword. And again, Marthy's got a lot of good normals. Counter will be able to hold out. Gets a little bit more percentage, able to get Marth up towards that 70%, closing in on 80. Good read on the counter. Move him back, but Marth able to get a grab. But again, a reset to neutral. Goomba not looking to get too ahead of himself. Whereas Inferno really looking for his kill options. Not quite going to find them yet. But yeah, Goomba looking to not necessarily tire out his opponent, but maybe just not let him acclimate, not let him really get into it. Now back on stage, another back throw going to send Inferno back off. Looking for that fair, not quite able to find it, but the down smash will convert, gets a little bit more percentage, and ripping that fair maybe a little fast. Is going to be able to get back onto stage after a little bit of potentially scrappy gameplay off. And that dash or that spin dash into the fair will be able to collect the first of Inferno's last 3. Goomba looking for more, what he can do. Only sitting at that 66% right now, so he really can get a lot more rolling. Down throw will go into that spin dash. But again, lots of damage from Marth could be piled out here, especially if he's able to hit some of those tipper hitboxes. But Goomba able to maneuver around the sword, around a lot of the threats, really trying to keep things rolling. It will be another Ha to take it and put Inferno on his last. Against Goomba. Looking for it. The fair not quite going to do it. We'll be able to pile some more pressure on. Will be the up air into the bear. And again, back and forth these players go. Inferno with a little bit of a start, trying to go for the shield breaker. Not going to quite find it and will abandon that play. But Goomba playing around the movement of Sonic, playing around this slow game plan. Again, does not have this percent lead, so cannot quite go for the timeout, but could get that percentage within the next 4 minutes. But Inferno throwing on a lot of good percent, able to get that grab. Not quite going to be able to challenge Goomba off that side, but able to get a little bit more. Not going to be able to find the grab. Will get the back air in though. I'm looking for the fair, not quite going to find. Another nair comes out, going to trade. Spin dash going to go through. Allows him not the reset, because Inferno will get the up tilt. And now BW, they've got 1 player left, but only 1 stock left on Inferno. So looking like maybe not necessarily a done deal, but looking like a very easy cleanup if they wish. And as for who BW will send, that is the question that's on everybody's minds. Who will be that closer that BW entrusts this game with? It's not game 3, but You can close it out here, a nice 2-0. That adds the stats. That makes things look really good. And it's all you need. We're going to wait for that player to get pulled, wait for that call up. It does get sent to me. It is going to be the closer of the hour, Gay Rat, sent in. It will just be that. I got one stock left. No need to really challenge a ton. Just need to play around what you're given. And we'll be Gay Rat stepping in on that Little Mac here. The end of this matchup. Or what could be the end of this matchup. First stock will be taken. Well, Inferno drops off his 2 stocks, leaves just 1. And now it's all up for contention. Gay Rat getting a strong 40% already on Inferno. Looking for a little bit more. Will be able to get a lot. That F smash coming out, getting Inferno up to that 80%. Dolphin Splash able to get it. Down smash not quite going to connect, but that up B bringing it close. The reversal on the side B not quite enough, and the Dancing Blade could have proven to be very detrimental. But it will be that F smash sends Inferno to the other side of the stage. The sweep on the down smash not quite going to find, but the throw out. They'll keep Inferno guessing, and the side B from downtown. It'll bring Gay Rat the final stock, and it'll bring BW the victory. Both games getting closed out. Last stock by Gay Rat. And that's going to wrap up this broadcast. BW, a comfortable 2-0 over Spring Arbor. Getting maybe a little silly in that second game, but closing it out nonetheless. And that's all we have for you here on the broadcast. Thank you all so much for tuning in. It's been a pleasure bringing you this game of BW versus Spring Arbor. We hope to catch you in the next BW broadcast. See ya.